Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today I'm going to show you how I fly my Miniquad. Now remember, I fly mode 1, so the throttle might be on a different stick if you fly mode 2. So, the majority of Miniquad manoeuvres rely on the fact that when we punch the throttle, there's a little period when we lift off the throttle that the aircraft continues to go up, like this. Throttle up and come off, and you can see it still starts to go up. And that inertia there is where we are going to be doing the majority of our manoeuvres. So if I come round this end of the field like this, and then punch up, and then flick over, we can do a roll. Now, the key thing with flying these is to know how much of the stick to input, and you can see there when I did the roll, you see I'm not quite getting the full roll, and that's something that I'm still learning how to do, but I can get it sometimes like that. So, the manoeuvres that I like to do, the first one is the half backflip. So I throttle up, come off the throttle, flick back halfway, and then level out. So it's like a 2-point backflip. The next one is the 4-point roll, and doing that before we hit the ground. Again, should have punched a little bit more throttle in there when I did that. And again, the key is to make sure you put enough stick input in. I did a 2-point roll there. That's another maneuver that I like to do. So on the throttle, 1, 2. Okay. The next maneuver I like to do is the half Cuban. So if we come along the field like this, and then pitch up and throttle, and then throttle off and flip over, and then roll around nice and smooth before hitting the ground. And to do the full Cuban, we want to do the same again this side. Come off the throttle, flip around, and we have a nice Cuban 8. So another thing that I like to do is punch the throttle and get loads of height on. Make sure that we don't run out of video signal, and then flip over upside down. And then the aircraft free falls to the ground, and we want to make sure that we pull up before we hit the ground, of course, and that takes some practicing to do. And of course the other one that I like to do is the same thing, so full throttle again, only this time flip backwards and then let it free fall to the ground, and again roll over and punch the throttle. We need to make sure that we have enough power so that we don't hit the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nearly hit the ground there, but that's half of the fun, you know, making sure that you don't hit the ground. So the last thing that I like to do is I like to punch up, flip upside down, and then loop underneath, and that's good for looping underneath things like that. Say if you've got a tree or something like that, you can fly underneath the tree, throttle up, and then roll upside down and loop back around. So there we go. I'm pretty much out of voltage at 14 volts there, so I'm going to come in for a landing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm still learning myself, but this is just how I like to fly. So thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.